Good morning, children. Let us continue the class. In the previous class, we learned about miscible and immiscible liquids, isn't it? And gas also getting dissolved in water. And when you heat water, what happens? The gas will come out of the water and it separates from water. Okay. So now let us continue with the class. Physical and chemical changes. Heating or cooling causes the matter to change its form. So there are three different states of matter already you have learned, isn't it? Which is a solid, liquid and gas. So here when you heat or when you cool substances, they change their states of matter. So they causes the matter to change its forms. For example, water. What is water? Water is in the form of liquid, isn't it? It's form of a liquid. When water is heated, it changes into steam. You can see when water is heated, you can see the steam going out. What is that steam now? See here. So steam is nothing but it's in a gaseous form. Water is in the liquid form. When you heat water, water has changed to liquid form, has changed to gaseous form. Okay. So that is vapor. Now, water or liquid. Water is nothing but liquid. On cooling, changes into ice. The same water, when you heat, it is turning to gaseous form. When you cool, means cooling means what? You are keeping on in fridge and you are freezing it. When you freeze water which is in the form of liquid, when it is frozen, what happens? Liquid is converted into solid. Why? Because water becomes ice. How is the ice? Ice is a solid form, isn't it? So water can change into solid, liquid and gas. Solid is ice, liquid is water, gas is vapor. Understood? So ice is formed when cooled and gaseous form is formed when it is heated. Now, at times, matter changes altogether to form a new substance. Okay, what is happening? As per the circumstance, water can change its form. Let us study the two types of changes that affect matter. There are two types of changes we will see. What is the change? Physical change and chemical change. So, there will be two types of changes in any substance. One is the physical change, one is the chemical change. Now, physical change. A physical change is a temporary change in which only the physical state of the matter changes, but its composition remains the same. Means what? The physical state will change, means the appearance will change. But whatever is present in the matter will be the same. It will not change. Appearance can change, but it will be the same. Now for example, see, okay, we will read it, then after I will explain. It can be reversed. It can be even reversed. No new substance is formed. For example, water on cooling changes into ice. If this ice is heated, it changes into water again, right? So there is a reversible changes. Means water is in the liquid form. You are freezing it, cooling it, it becomes ice. Ice is in the solid form. Okay. The same ice you take and you start heating it. Put it in a vessel and heat it. What will happen to that ice which is in the solid form? It will get converted into liquid form. Why? Ice will turn into water. When it is heated, it turns into water. So water when cooled changed into ice in the solid form. When this ice is heated, it again changed to the liquid form, water. Isn't it? And when it is more heated, it changes into gaseous form. You know that. See here. If this water on cooling changes into ice, if this ice is heated, it changes into water again. Thus, on cooling and heating of water, the chemical composition of water does not change, but its physical state changes. So it is a physical change. Means physical change will never change. Whatever the components, physical change will change, but not the chemical change. What is chemical change? Water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. That will not change. Only the appearance will change. What is the appearance? Liquid form, solid form and gaseous form. What is that? That is what we call it as a physical change. What is chemical change? What it is made up of will not change. Did you understand? So, thus on cooling and heating of water, the chemical composition of water does not change, but our chemical composition is the composition of hydrogen and oxygen. That will not change, but its physical state changes. So, it is a physical change. The appearance will change. Clear now? Have you understood? Okay. Now, we will continue. So, what happened now? Chemical changes are not there, only physical changes there, isn't it? Now, let us see. Crumpling a sheet of paper. Crumpling a sheet of paper, stretching of a rubber band and crushing a can are some more example of physical changes. So, you can see here, I will show you how this paper, then rubber band, all this, no? What happens? I will show you. Okay, now, look at this. This is a paper, right? What am I going to do? I am just crushing it. What happened now? This has become into a roll, that's all. But what happened? It is paper only, still it is paper only, isn't it? There is no change in that. But the appearance has changed, which was in the form of paper, has been changed, right? How it was? It was like this. It was like this. Now I am crushing. What happened? There is a physical change. Appearance has been changed. Now, you see this is a rubber band. What am I going to do? I am just going to stretch. See? I am going to stretch. What happened? The appearance has changed. See, it was like this. Now when I stretch, it has become long. Right? But again, if I release, it is the same. But rubber band is remaining as rubber band only. There is no change in it. Right? So this is a physical change. Now I am taking a bottle. They have given can. I am taking a bottle. What I am doing? I am crushing it. See? I have fully crushed it. See? What happened? It is getting crushed, but bottle remains as bottle only. Understood? So when the appearance changes, we call it as a physical change. But the chemical, the composition is the same. There is no change in it. Okay? Now, we will see what is the next one. So that's about the physical change. Now coming to chemical change. In a chemical change, heating or cooling brings about a permanent change in the matter. By heating or cooling, what happens? There is a permanent change. You cannot get it back again. Okay? When the change is permanent, it is called a chemical change. The change is totally permanent. It's different. Whatever was there. Now for example, this is a bottle. If I just heat it, what happens? This will totally get melted. No? It gets melted. It will never be the shape of the bottle. And what happened to that? It is completely changed. It becomes black. No? And it melts. Like first it melts like liquid and then it becomes solid. Right? So, here you see, in a chemical change, heating or cooling brings about a permanent change in the matter. When the change is permanent, it is called a chemical change. If permanently there is a change, it is called as chemical change. It cannot be reversed. Again, you cannot get it back. If you have done it, it is done forever. You cannot get it back at all. The original substance cannot be obtained from the final product. Original substance. So, if I am just burning this, can you get back again into a bottle? No. You will not get it back again into a form of bottle. So, then we call it as a chemical change. In a chemical change, a new substance is formed. What happens in chemical change? Totally a new substance will be formed. It will not get the original one. For example, when a paper is burnt, it changes into ash, which is a new substance. We cannot get the piece of paper back. Burning of wood, cooking of wood and rusting of iron are some more examples of chemical changes. Now for example, you can see here, I am going to burn. I am going to burn the paper. So you know how the paper is, isn't it? So paper is like this, right? Now what am I going to do? I am going to burn this paper. See, this is a paper, it is like this. Now what am I going to do? I am going to burn it. What happens, you should observe. See, even the matchstick also you can observe, paper also you can observe. What is happening, you see. Can you see? The paper is burning and what is falling? The ash is falling. Ash is falling. Budi, what you call? What happened now? What happened? Is it remaining as paper? No. Now it has completely turned into ash, which cannot be brought back again into a paper form. What happened to the matchstick? What happened to the matchstick? Matchstick also you see. You see the bottom part. It is wood, made up of wood. You can see the bottom part. What happened to the top part? Fully burnt, isn't it? Fully burnt, completely burnt, right? So, what is this? This is called as chemical change, wherein you will not get the original product. It is totally different. It's a totally different. Then this is called as a chemical change. Rusting of iron. You see rusting of iron. So when it is made into iron, what happens? It will be clear. But can you see here some deposits? See, some deposits are there. See, it is coming brownish color. We just touch, you see brownish color. What is that? That is called as the rust. That is called rust. Understood? So once it, just see, especially the iron, when it comes in contact with water or moisture, it rusts. The originality will spoil. It will be wasted. Okay, so then that is called as a chemical change. You can make out very well here. So it is coming in the form of powder. Okay. Yes. Now, these are all called as a, so when a paper is burnt, it changes into ash. You have already observed, which is a new substance. Ash is a new substance. We cannot get the piece of paper back. Can we get the piece of paper back which is already burnt? Never. Burning of wood. You have seen that matchstick. Burning of wood. Cooking of food. Even food. When you cook, we are putting rice, you are putting water, everything. After rice is boiled, how do you feel? Will it be remaining like a raw rice? No, it is cooked rice. You cannot bring that cooked rice back to raw rice. Can you? No. So, cooking of food and rusting of iron, I already have shown you, are some more examples of chemical changes. So, water in ice tray. Okay, see here, this is ice. When you heat, when ice is heated, it turns to water. When ice is heated, it turns to water. You are putting that water in the tray, refrigerator tray it is, ice tray. You are putting that water you put. Again you are keeping it for cooling. Where? In the fridge, in the freezer. You put that water into freezer. What will happen to the water which is in the ice tray? It becomes hard. It becomes into ice. So, this is called a reversible process. Understood? Ice when heated becomes water. Water when cooled becomes again into ice. Whereas in this case what happens? You see, paper is burnt. It turns to ash. So, what is this? Again, you cannot bring ash back to paper. As you have brought here you cannot bring. So, this is a physical change and this is a chemical change. Have you understood, children? Let me stop it here. We will continue in the next class. Thank you.